In the third section, now we will talk about the stricture of esophagus. Benign strictures of the esophagus, clinical features and diagnosis of esophagus, and then how we can manage gastrostomy and the surgery performed for the esophageal strictures. When I talked about the burns of the esophagus in the previous section, I mentioned that in the last stage of the burn, the strictures are formed, and those strictures can cause so many problems and complications. So in this, we will specifically talk about the strictures and how they can present and how we should manage and treat them. So the strictures of the esophagus, benign strictures of the esophagus. The common causes of strictures, again, we know burns are very, very common cause of the formation of esophageal strictures, burns due to corrosive substances or hot fluid can cause the formation of esophageal strictures. Trauma due to impacted foreign body can also cause the benign strictures of esophagus. Ulceration due to reflux esophagitis. Ulceration due to conditions like diphtheria or typhoid. Sites of surgical anastomosis. Congenital, usually in the lower third. So common cause of esophageal strictures are all these conditions. It can be congenital. When it is congenital, the common is usually the site is the lower third. Can be due to conditions like diphtheria, typhoid, ingestion of hot and corrosive substances. Ulceration, if there is injury to the lining of esophagus or esophageal mucosa due to reflux esophagitis. Reflux, when the sphincters are not functioning properly, these substances from the stomach goes back and they got regurgitated back in the esophagus, and it can cause injury to the lining of the esophagus. That can also lead to the formation of esophageal stricture. So these are some common causes that can lead to stricture formation. Now, the clinical features and the diagnosis of esophageal strictures, we have dysphagia. Very common. You can see these strictures in the esophagus. These are all the strictures. We have this area which is narrowed, and then food cannot easily pass through them. So these are the strictures of the esophagus. So dysphagia, difficulty in swallowing. First to solid, initially when the strictures are not really very bad, the solids cause pain. But slowly as the condition progresses, ingestion of liquids also cause dysphagia. Complete obstruction. If there is complete obstruction, then there is regurgitation and cough, and patient is very malnourished. So malnourished patient, because they cannot ingest the food, and it's a condition in which the emergency can manage in emergency. Diagnosis is by the barium swallow. Barium is swallowed, and then the pictures are taken to look for the stricture. When the barium cannot cross the stricture, we can see it very clearly on barium swallow. And also esophagoscopy, which is helpful in excluding any malignancy, any growth. Tissue is removed, biopsy is performed if there is any growth. So it excludes malignancy. Treatment of the condition, prograde dilatation with bougies. So instrument bougies are inserted to cause dilatation of the strictures to create an opening so food can pass through the strictures or in the esophagus. Done under direct vision through esophagoscope, and dilatation may be required frequently. Once there is injury or laceration or ulceration of the esophageal mucosa, with the bougies, we keep on doing the dilatation again and again, but it comes back. So condition is more or less recurrent, so it comes and require the surgical procedure frequently. So done under direct vision through esophagoscope, and dilatation may be required frequently. Gastrostomy. Ostomy is the opening. When the strictures really become so bad that the reconstruction and bypass is not successful and it is not effective, gastrostomy, an opening is made or created in the stomach. This is the esophagus. It opens into the stomach, and that's the tube, gastrostomy tube. This is the anterior abdominal wall. Gastrostomy is, or the opening in the stomach is made to feed the patient. If NG tube it cannot be passed as a result of the stricture, reconstruction is not possible, bypass is not possible, the only option sometime that is left behind is the gastrostomy or opening in the stomach. This is done to feed the patients. Give rest to inflamed area above strictures. Inflammation subside, lumen become visible. Prograde dilation can be restored. Thread to swallow recovered from stomach, prograde or retrograde buginate. So the opening in the stomach is made mainly to feed the person when the esophagus is injured or damaged, and this also can give rest to the area that is damaged or inflamed. Once the inflammation subsides, then swelling is reduced, then it's easy to look the area that is damaged, and then the doctors usually decide what can be done or what procedure can be done. So gastrotomy not only as a mean of permanent solution or permanent treatment for the strictures, but it can be as a method that can be done in the period between the reduction of inflammation at the site of the injury, so we can better decide what procedure should be performed later on or how we can manage the condition. Surgery that can be done, excision of the strictured segment is done. Reconstruction of food passage using stomach or colon or jejunum. So the stricture portion is removed, and then the reconstruction of the food passage done by the stomach or the colon or jejunum. That's the surgery that can be performed for the reconstruction. So that was all about section 3. Thank you for watching sqadia.com.